is ripping.
Why you tell me it hurts?
Pretty good, Red Mask.
Hey guys, good afternoon. Brett here, Off the Chart Trading, Monday, January 24th. Market just closed. Had an epic day today, really crazy day, right? I'll go over these small caps real quick. I think one's up 2,300% ONE, one whatever this is. I can't read the whole thing on there. One Smart International Education. Anyway, that was from a quarter all the way up to like $4. EXTN, Pixie, Shift Pixie, GLSI, APM, BTBD, 10 million traded on that, 38 million on Macy's today. We had some dark pool prints coming in on Kohl's and DDS. Kohl's said I didn't let anybody chase that Kohl's trade. Going over the regular stuff. Kohl's had a gap up, talking about a letter of intent and purchase. Usually those don't run; they just go flat all day. But DDS was pretty crazy. Dillard's had a really nice run, up $35 on the day. Dillard's kind of led the way for the XRT. Everything was red in the beginning of the day. Retail was the weakest, but we did see a pop up positive here and positive here. When everything else was red on all the spiders, XRT was the only thing up 60-70 cents on the day. So retail finished out a $4.65 day, which is a pretty big move for retail. And a lot of the other indices finished green, but not by much. I got $1.80 on the consumer discretionary. XLV still negative, utilities negative, consumer staples negative. XLK Technology finished up about 90 cents. Financials up 7. XLF, XLE up 50. XLC up 43. Nothing huge. Let me look at the SMH is up 348 on the day. Nice little reversal. The big thing is the sell-off today was insane, right? At one point we were down on the SPY. The SPY was down like $16, $17 on one time. 420 to 440 range here. I mean, there's a $20 range on the SPY today from the high to low, which is insane, right? So we finished down here we started down here on the low at 420.76, finished out almost 440 here. It's hitting 440 after hours. So literally over a $20 range on this thing, which is just incredible. We did see in here this divergence. I was telling everybody I had these lines drawn. If you go look at the daily, I had these lines drawn. We broke down here. I was telling everybody through this trend line. I didn't like it through the trend line, so we can get down to here. Our first goal or target was here. Second target was the top of the profile. Third target was the start leg back here. This old original start leg. This is another start leg. Here's another one. Down here 437. Everybody thought I was crazy. Said I can get down here around 426, 427. That was the start of this start leg here. And then this old start leg break out and support here, which ended up being about 422.20. We ended up at 420.76. I was thinking we could still sell off, get down here some more with profile, maybe even getting this gap filled down to around 400, 398 area. But this was a big down day. I haven't traded a day like this since maybe last year. Had about a $15 move on the SPY last year with the virus, with the pandemic stuff. And then back several years ago, I had a couple down days that were pretty crazy. Few 1,000-point days on the Dow, but nothing like this. This was great. The main thing about this was a reversal, right? We opened and we gapped down. We ripped all the way down here, and then we finished green, which was just insane. We still are under the 200, which worries me a little bit. But again, so today looking at this, I told everybody, I said, look at this divergence here. We had a low here. If you go back and look at the ticks, the low on the ticks were down here at about 240. We had it here, we had it here, and we had it here. We were coming down. We touched the bottom here, but we had a pretty mean reversal on the momentum. So we came back down again, hit another low, which the momentum was higher. So we had a positive divergence here, positive divergence. And then we bottomed out here, and we came up through the zero line. Usually I don't like to go long until we break through the zero line. This was at about 1250. So about 1250, you're getting over here, and you're looking at this crossover. We got a 246 cross here coming through the 17 moving average. I tell everybody watch this 17, especially on the 10. We get a momentum cross through the zero line here on this one at 130. So this was at 130. On the regular candle chart, it was at about 1250. 1250 when we came through the zero line, 1245. So, you know, real nice setup. The easier one to trade, which I traded about 8 times today, in and out, puts and calls, IWM. Real easy trade today. Let me back up one step for a second. On this profile, looking at the volume profile, this obviously was acting as resistance, and that's where we stopped on the 200 for the intraday, right at the 200. But we did come up, we bounced off a VWAP. What I was looking at was the profile. The profile was pretty thin. I was thinking we were going to go down a little more, but as soon as we reversed and we had a momentum shift was our go. But if you're looking at it this way, you look at how the profile is, we did bounce right off this area and right off almost within about $1 of this VPOC right here, this volume point of control. So pretty, you know, we filled that gap pretty quick. You can see the gap in the profile right here. We filled it really quick, and it was a real quick reversal. So then going on to IWM, the reason I traded this, it was an easy call today. Every time I took this, I think I was 8 for 8 on trades on this today. Came down, bounced here. We got like a triple bottom here. But if you're looking at the way the profile built out, I told everybody, watch the way our profile built out. If you're watching this trend line, if you're watching it like this, you know, just like that, we had a breakout, came back, tested it, but our test was right on VWAP. Perfect trade here. Perfect entry, triple bottom, momentum shift, momentum positive divergence here, positive divergence right here on momentum. And then, like I said, we had a low here and a low here, 3 tests, and then we bounced. Right when we came through the zero line, we never looked back. You could have got it anywhere in here, and especially over to VWAP, off to the races, 246 cross over to 17 here, what we like. Definitely over profile here. This was an easy trade to call. Again, you have your, show you right here. You have your, here's your low, another test. About 5-6 tests here, and positive divergence. Okay, that's how you trade that. Okay, if you guys come in, follow us, join us. I walk everybody through that. This is an easy setup. This trade right here, and this paid. Look at the range, 191.23 to 202. Sick range, right? If you took the 193s, 193s about 1 o'clock. They went from, let me see, on the intraday. I like trading the weeklies. On the Monday expiration on Monday, 194s here. They went from 40 cents, closed up here at 788. Sick range today, right? The SPY did the same thing. The Nasdaq did the same thing. Had a sick range on this here, 334 to 354, a 20 range move, 20-point move here. 335s, you're trading the 335s, 336s, $2 to $18 almost. $2 to $18 here. Crazy moves today. Anything you traded with that the way we trade it. Shopify had several. We had I don't have it up right now, but Shopify I think had $4 billion worth traded of dark pool prints, and it was negative on the day, down huge, right? 780 to 960. It did go to 960 here, 964. So 780 to 960, insane range, right? I mean, these calls, these 800s, once it started turning up, they went from like $40 to $152. Insanity today. Nvidia, really nice reversal, 210 to 235. Kept saying Netflix was the first one to come through that I liked a lot. Netflix finished the day just down 10. we went 351 to 387 range on Netflix. So down at this double bottom, again, you got a low here, another low, right? You already have your divergence working. So look at this divergence, positive divergence. Trust this process through the VWAP. If you want to be a little bit ahead of it, you get it through the zero line. If you want to wait, then you can get it through the VWAP or 24617 cross we talk about all day long. I like this one with this build out. You had a real nice build out. You're hitting some resistance now from this back here from the other day, from Friday. But this had a really nice look on the volume profile. Really, really nice look. And you can see this build out here. Once this build out happens, you know you're going to reverse. You're going to go sideways. When you get this build out like this, learn how to read this volume profile. Everything did it. Tesla had a really nice reversal. Same thing. Here you go again. Double bottom. Okay. Learn this. Double bottom. Low a day. Here you go. Positive divergence. Came through to zero here. Is a nice bounce here. 855 all the way to 900. You get another one here. 851. 851.47 all the way to 905. Another one. If you wrote it out and wrote it through, you got a VWAP test here. It bounced off here, but you get a nice positive divergence. You could have went long until it stalled up over here, and when it flattened out, could have probably got $20, $30 move there, and then it came again. You had another opportunity. The thing about the way we trade is this 24617 cross. This is a weak move here. Okay, on the right side of the screen, this is a weak move. Okay, on a 10-minute Heikin-Ashi chart, weak move. You fail, you could short here. You got your double bottom. You come through your zero line. Look at you come through zero here. You don't here. Finally over here, you don't come through it here. This is still weak. So you would short this high here, failing the 17. You got 1, 2, 3 failures and then a red candle. So you would short here. Okay, then you get a nice crossover. Here's your long. You go right here. Here's your long. You got a double bottom right here, but your momentum is over zero. You stay long. If you want to go out and look and how to trail these candles, you can go out further time frame. You can watch and trail them. As long as the candle doesn't close under the previous candle, you can go long here and trail these. Catch $30, $40 here, $30, $40 here. Okay. Microsoft, nice reversal. 276 to 298. 80, almost 299. Really nice reversal. Again, here it is. Real nice move down. 246 cross here. Through to 17. Nice consolidation and a breakout. Way through to zero. You go long at the zero. Okay. MU, AMD, they all did the same pattern. Everything reversed. Really, really great for us. Shop was the big one. Huge range. CMG was negative pretty far on the day. Down 1,300. Finished 1420. $120 range on CMG. How do you see it? Right here. Zero line, cross, no wicks, 24617 cross. Okay? Come follow us. I'll teach you how to trade that stuff. Pennies, not too much. Had some, here's your penny scan for the day. Stayed away from pennies today. There was okay, a couple okay moves. FANU, IFAN, a bunch of the old runners, Grapefruit, AZFL, SFRX, 18, 20, 25, 35%, 40%, CGLD. Some of these only had 100 traded for the day. So I'm not trading those with those. These are highly illiquid, 1192 by 14. These are not real liquid. So if you're filtering out these, you want at least a couple hundred, especially through the end of the day, to trade. So if you want to learn how to trade pennies, we can teach you that too. Let me see. Yeah, here's your pennies here. So let me see that filter. Yeah, 200 filtered on there. 200 trades. So you didn't have too many. You had this one 346%, 62, 21, 20, 11, 10. All those ones that were showing up with more. You're not going to be trading these if you're going down like this. You're not going to be trading these, because they are not liquid at all. Understand that? Understand that you can't trade these illiquid names with 4 trades for the day, or 3 or 5 or 10 for the whole day. 14, no way. You don't want to trade that stuff. You want at least a couple hundred so you can get in and out of these things. You want to be here, 1,000 trades, 468 trades. You know, this one had 1,000,004 for the day, million four on the day. This one had $99,000 volume, 70.45, 10,000, 194,000 on BLBB. So you know you got to trade the ones that are highly liquid. So all right, so that's over. And then looking at finding those things. You're finding those things by watching the scanner for. We got a bunch of this stuff's coming in after hours now. At 5 o'clock, 5:03 here on some of this stuff. 5 o'clock, 5:01. You know, 4:45. You got 8Ks coming through after hours. S1s, that's an offering. VBHI and an offering. You got some S8s, S1, 8Ks, Form Ds, 10Qs. Form 4s are insider buying. You got ZNOG. You know, some of these just did not have any volume. ICOA, letter of signs MOU for soon to launch NFT platform. You know, a lot of these, again, you just got to stay on top of these pennies and read all the filings when they come out. Some of them had good news pre-market. They just never really followed through. Going back, Bant was always a good one at 6 a.m. here, but really just not moving that much. 8K. Come on in.
Hello.
Here, you can take this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You sure you don't want me to put it back on?
No, I got one in here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry guys, in my office, a cleaning crew just showed up. But anyway, you got to follow these filings if you're trading pennies. You got to read these filings, okay? You got to stay on top of them because these things could come in and do a reverse split. You got to read these 8Ks. You got to read the 10s. You know, Form 4s are nice if they're buying millions and millions of shares. 10Qs are nice. So you just got to see what's going on. So just stay on top of your stuff so you know what you got, what you're holding. People ask me all the time why this fall 50%. Because they come out and announce a reverse split or something. So things could go from, you know, 1 or 2 cents down to trips on you. So don't get stuck. Anyway, reach out to us. You can follow us on Facebook at Off the Chart Trading, or hit us up on offtecharttrading.com. Nick, Ed, or myself. We can get you set up here. Go and follow us in the chat room. We also have Slack alerts, Slack app channel. So I don't know. Hope you guys did good today, and hope you guys are killing it in these markets with these shorts and these longs. No reason you can't trade both ways. If you're biased long and you got a long portfolio, you're just getting murdered the last 2 weeks. You know, we warned everybody about this a while back. I mean, you look at the Qs, you look at the daily. Look at this negative divergence coming out of here. We have huge negative divergence coming out of the Qs since about 10 days ago. So. Back here on the 10th, January 10th. Same with the SPY. SPY had huge negative divergence coming out. Right here we hit 0 and we came back through it again on the 12th. So, you know, it just a lot of trap longs up here. Understand market auction theory. What happens up here with all these trap longs. Why everybody's getting out. Who's shorting. Where the big money's flowing. IWM just looked the worst to me. IWM, been saying it for days. Here's my line and then my line in the sand is down here. If we get going down anymore on IWM, we're in trouble. We're going to come down here and test this old start leg back here. Maybe even this area or this area, like 174.5-ish. I mean, it's at 201 today. It did hit 191. Looked like the world was ending, right? But we are way under. You see where we finished. We are way under profile. So I'm still worried about this. We are way under profile. This is all trapped longs, and this, you guys got to realize, this is a year. January 28th, January 21st. This is a year of longs that are now trapped here. Whoever didn't sell up here. So this is a lot of trapped longs. So IWM to me is the weakest. If you look at the profile, IWM is the weakest indice to me right now. That got beat up really bad. So it's going to take. We might get back up here. We can get back up here and grind, but it's not going to be real fast. If we get back up here, we've been under the 200-day moving average for a long time, since November, the end of November. We've been under here. We popped up here, but never came over the 50. And you got a 50 and 200 cross the other day on the 15th, so and then 18th. So just be careful, guys. Again, follow us at offtecharttrading.com. Try and help you get through these markets and navigate them. All right, you guys have a good night. See you tomorrow.